How to prevent skin cancer. Although it is a treatable cancer when diagnosed in its early stages, everyone should take precautions when exposed to sunlight. Even if you're not at the beach, just walking down the street, you should be careful. The more sun exposure your skin gets, the greater the risk of skin cancer. Sunlight also causes premature aging. Below are some tips to help you protect yourself. How to prevent skin cancer. The unfortunate news is that most of the sun exposure we get happens before we turn 18, an age when many people don't worry much about sun protection. To make matters worse, skin cancer can take up to 20 years to develop. The first thing to do if you're going out and will be exposed to the sun for more than 20 minutes is to apply sunscreen. Always use sunscreen, even if you won't be in direct sunlight. When the sun's ultraviolet rays hit your skin, they can reflect off surfaces and reach your skin anyway. Try to avoid going out in the sun during peak hours, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. If you must go out, apply sunscreen and try to walk in shaded areas. The sunscreen you use should be at least SPF 30, with UVA and UVB protection. If possible, choose a water-resistant formula. Avoid buying unknown or unapproved products, as they may not provide the desired protection. Sunscreen should contain ingredients like avobenzone and titanium dioxide. If you have to stay outdoors for an extended period, reapply sunscreen every 2 hours. Don't forget lip balm with at least SPF 15 or higher. Other precautions and risk factors. Other precautions you can take when going out in the sun include wearing a hat and dark-colored clothing to protect against the sun's rays. Wearing sunglasses with UV protection. Some people are at higher risk of developing skin cancer, so it's important to visit a dermatologist once a year. As mentioned at the beginning of this post, sun exposure has a cumulative effect on the skin. The more sun you get throughout life, the greater your risk of cancer in adulthood or old age. These are some of the risk factors. Personal history of skin cancer or precancerous skin lesions. Family history of melanoma or other skin cancer conditions. Fair-skinned individuals who tend to burn rather than tan. Excessive sun exposure over a lifetime. Multiple sunburns during childhood or adolescence. Chronic wounds or burns that don't heal. Exposure to radiation, radiotherapy. Exposure to certain chemicals. People exposed to HPV. Smokers are more likely to develop squamous cell carcinoma, especially on the lips. Transplant recipients taking immunosuppressive medications. Conclusion. The most important weapon in the fight against skin cancer is prevention. Always use sunscreen when going out during the day. Avoid excessive sun exposure, and if you fall into a high-risk group, see a dermatologist once a year.